Imagine a world in which children are fed tasty and nutritious food at school, and every child knows where their food comes from. That's Jamie Oliver's dream world, a vision he's trying to create without the help of the Education Secretary, Michael Gove, who he accuses of not caring about school food. Well, earlier I joined Jamie Oliver in London, where he was hosting his annual Food Revolution Day, and I asked him what he thinks good food is.
Good healthy food is stuff that's come from the ground, full of nutrients, that's going to be beautiful for your body. We're talking a bit of everything. You know, it can be meat, fish, vegetables. You know, it's real food, stuff that you've taken, done stuff to, and created a lovely meal.
The government's got this school food plan,
yes,
which takes in quite a lot of that, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, teaching kids to cook,
yes,
compulsory. Now, you want kids to stop taking packed lunches to school altogether, don't you? Why is that?
Well, first and foremost, I got nothing against the packed lunch per se. I think if you did a review of the quality of 1,000 packed lunches, I think you'd be amazed how bad they get. Some, a horrible percentage in my experience, I've looked at thousands and thousands, with and without permission. I'm fascinated by it. I'd say some are close to child abuse.
So are you still very angry with Michael Gove and what he's done? I mean, because you...
I think anger is the wrong word. I think, you know...
well, you were fed up, weren't you? I mean...
I disagreed with Michael Gove about losing the nutritional standards, the nutrient-based standards in our secondary schools. And it got in under the radar with academies, and now academies have become the status quo. They've become, by far, the majority.
Do you think they dumped you because you were associated with the last government? Is that, I mean, they just wanted their own version and their own people to front it, which is why they've got Henry Dimbleby and everyone else.
In the last government, the Conservatives were also supporting me to get it through Labour. So I don't think it was that. I think that Mr Gove has a vision that if you take away red tape, it promotes excellence. Now, look, anyone watching this, no one likes to be told what to do. We all like to be free spirits. But at the end of the day, the dude that drives your kid to school, right, has been tested. You know, he has to wear a safety belt, law. You know, the water that comes through the tap has checks, law. The nurses that look after our patients, there's standards to, you know, why at a time of an obesity crisis in this country would you take away the one thing where the most powerful use of the British pound, feeding our children 190 days of the year from the age of 4 to 18. Why would you take that? Why would you dissolve those standards?
You said something at the weekend that got a lot of people excited. You said UKIP have got your interest. Now, why have UKIP got your interest?
I don't know if I said that. Doesn't sound like me. What I said was, I quite like the way they've mixed it up a bit. You know, I'm not an expert in politics. I only know cooking and a bit of school lunches. But I also feel, you know, I haven't, since I've been sort of political with school dinners, I've never voted. I've stayed apolitical because I've always wanted to talk in the eye, you know, to whoever I'm talking to. And that's got more complicated over the years. But I do think that it's really hard to be British and clear about who I'm voting for. It's all become a bit of a mush. You know, I think like the response from Maggie Dine, who was very clear about what she did in a time where you had, you know, light and shade. That's not where we're at now. I think UKIP, I don't know anything about them. I can't support them, I certainly don't support them, but I like the way they're going to make everyone go back and be clearer about what on earth it is that they're saying. I employ nearly 5,000 people in a recession. It's really tough at the moment, and trying to create jobs, trying to be optimistic, trying to push through. You know, you need leaders that are really clear, really blunt, really to the point. I didn't expect the Times to say UKIP pucker. That I was not happy with.